it all fits. It all fits. It looks like this is as far as it's going to turn. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm back with 4 different car gadgets to see how they actually work. Let's jump right into the first item, which is the biggest car gadget I've ever tried, and that is this car cup holder, tray, and phone holder. So let's see how my test went. I'm gonna start with this, which is look at this monstrosity. This thing's huge. This is supposedly an organizer for cups. It can hold 3 cups, your phone, and other things with this little shelf here. I unboxed it yesterday, and here's how that went. All right, let's take a look at the drink cup base with food tray. I paid 27 bucks for this. They're all individually wrapped parts, it looks like. We do have some instructions, that's good. Doesn't look too difficult. The claims that this can hold 3 cups at once also includes a food tray and cell phone holder, can hold snacks, keys, food, wallet, and more. Everything is adjustable, and they also claim it's sturdy and durable. Just looking at some of these parts here. This is probably the most important part. This is the base that goes in the cup holder itself. Cell phone holder, cup holder number 1, cup holder number 2. Got our tray. There we go. There's a lot of stuff here. Most of the discussion from those who liked it was about the cup holders. Most people love the idea of holding 3 cups at once. Most of the complaints I saw, some people said the base tends to be loose. It's too large overall, or it doesn't hold a phone very well. We shall see. All right, so I assembled it. It was pretty easy to assemble and pretty straightforward. So I got it together. Now, will it fit my cup holder? Absolutely not. Look at this, nothing. Wow, nothing. Wow. That is like a Chihuahua and a Great Dane. Not even close. Fortunately, you can actually extend this out here, so this can hopefully lock it in place. Let's turn this and get these extended out, because these supposedly will help you lock it in place. Let's see. And still pretty wobbly. Now, fortunately, they came with these, which even extended even further. So let's try these and see how they go. These just snap on here and give you a little bit of extra. Oh, everything's falling off. It's just not fun. I'm gonna make this work though. Oh wait, I think I got it. I think I got it. And you can turn this to tighten that. Oh, I think I'm set. I think I'm set. It took a little bit of finagling, and I had to use the extenders, but I got it to work. So I think we are set. Let's load this thing up and see what we got here. So the larger bottom cup holder can hold, it looks like a coffee mug. I brought a couple here to see how they fit. So we got here 1 coffee mug. That one fits pretty well. It has a place for the handle slot. That's pretty nice. How about a larger coffee mug? That one fits too. That one fits too. It's 2 different sizes and they both fit, so I'm happy about that. This is the reason they both fit. That holds on to both of them, so that's kind of nice. Now these cup holders look kind of small. I mean, that's look at my thumb. I'm not sure what's going to fit in there, but let's find out. I have a small drink from Subway. Will that fit in here? It does. It does fit. Now I have a little bit larger drink here from the gas station. Will that fit? Oh, that's going to be close. Oh, it does fit. Look, it barely fits. It barely fits. This would probably be better for the lower one. Will my tissues fit in there? Not really. They fit down here. Right through it. How about a solo cup? Well, a solo cup kind of fits. I mean, we are holding 3 drinks in there, so I mean, I'm kind of happy about that. It is working so far. But let's keep going. We have the phone holder, and we have this tray back here. We got to put some stuff in there. There's a button in the back that opens the sides up, which is kind of nice. This is adjustable. Just place it in there, squeeze it together. Can we go horizontal with it? It looks like we can. It may not be perfect. It's a little bit wobbly, but it seems to be working kind of. Now for my lunch, I've got myself just a small Subway sandwich here and a bag of chips. Will that fit? It all fits. It all fits. It may not be elegant, and it seems like a lot of stuff right there, but it does all fit. All right, while I'm here, I'm gonna have my lunch with 2 drinks, and I'll watch some videos, and we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of impressed how sturdy this is. I've done a similar model like this a couple years ago. Was not impressed by that one. This one I'm impressed with. It's holding everything. It seems pretty sturdy too. I mean, obviously it's not meant for use while driving, but while parked, it seems pretty good. I'm gonna put some videos on, chow on my sandwich, and see how it goes. The only thing I'm already wishing that I wish the tray was in the front, because I got to reach around back for it, and it's not as easy to store your sandwich back there, but I'll work with it. All right, well, so far so good. I'm impressed by how stable this is, and it seems to hold everything perfectly. I gotta finish my chips here. Now, I haven't tried these before. These are the Miss Vicky Spicy Dill Pickle Chips. How about a 15-second mini review of these? I think these are limited time only. I think the limited time is coming up. I don't think these will be around much longer, but let's see. Spicy and dill. That is an accurate name for these. There's not a lot of spice. It's not that spicy, but the spice is there and the dill is there. Pretty good. I wish I'd gotten these before, and these are pretty good. Back to my video I was watching and then the rest of this car gadget review. All right, so I know this is not meant for use while driving, but let's just try it anyways and see what happens. It's not obstructing my view. I don't feel unsafe having it there. It just seems kind of unnecessary, having 3 drinks right in my face. My phone is right here. It's kind of actually handy. It's wobbling a little bit though, a little bit wobbly. Even though it's a little bit wobbly, I've actually had phone holders that are more wobbly than this. So the fact that it has 3 drinks on it and that shelf that's not being used anymore, and my phone, it's actually kind of impressive. Every car is probably going to be different. Every cup holder is going to hold it differently. But in my case, in this particular car, I think it actually works quite well. Next up we have, which is probably the simplest of the bunch, and that are these, which are tissue boxes for the car. Seems pretty simple. I can't imagine this being difficult to test out, but let's see how the unboxing went and then get started. All right, let's take a look at these cylinder tissues. They're basically just tissues designed to fit in your car cup holder. I paid 15 bucks for a 4-pack, and it's currently on Amazon's Choice with over 10,000 reviews. Let's take one of these out of here. And they do have some simple instructions on the back here. All you have to do is just push this in to open it up, I guess. Just pull one out to get it started, so that looks like it. Now the claims that it's a 4-pack of tissues that are designed to fit in your car's cup holder. Each pack contains 40 tissues. Comes in stylish packaging. Some people in the comments said it's not refillable, some said it is. Right here it does say how to refill, so I think it is refillable. People online who liked it, a lot of people said it fit perfectly in their car's cup holder. Others praised the design or the durability of the tissues. Now most of the complaints I saw said the tissues were not very soft or comfortable. Some people said they're too thin or there's just not enough of them. All right, so I mean, it's not really much to test out with a tissue dispenser, right? So I'll pull a few out and see how it goes. I'll drive around and use my tissues while driving and see how that goes. I'm kind of curious if the tissue box stays in place or if it lifts up when you pull them out. So that's the one thing to test out, I guess. So let me see how soft these are. Just dispensing a tissue, that is not too bad. I mean, these people were saying these were scratchy. They're actually, I would say, unusually soft. I would say these are softer than the average tissue that I've used. These are not scratchy to me. Maybe someone else got a different batch. These aren't scratchy. How well do these dispense? It seems like they're dispensing pretty well. Oh yeah. Test number 1, when I'm driving and pulling these out of here, will this actually stay in place or will it lift up? Let's see. And, oh, not bad. Oh, it lifted up a little bit. It lifted up just a little bit. I think it's in general going to stay in place. What happens when it gets closer to being empty? We shall see about that. How about a real world test where I pull some of these out of here while driving around? Let's see how they go. I'm not going to blow my nose on camera, but let me use this real quick and see how they actually feel. I would say softness wise, they're above average. They're actually pretty good. But let's drive around a little bit, see how these work in a real world situation, and then take it from there. I got a little something I got to get rid of. Let me see what we got here. Oh, not bad. I'm doing this as I'm driving, and it's not moving. It's actually, I mean, your cup holder is going to vary. But it seems like in this situation, I have two configurations for my cup holder. One like this where it's less stable, one like this where it's more stable. So your mileage will vary depending on how your cup holder holds it. But to me, in both cases, it's pretty good. What I'm gonna do next though, after using all these up, is I'm gonna see how easy it is to refill, because supposedly you can refill it. I'm just pulling them out of here and it seems like they're working pretty well. But I want to refill this one time to see how it works in that respect before I give my final conclusion. Now there seemed to be some discussion online of whether these are actually refillable or not. The packaging says it is, but let's see. So the packaging says prepare 50 count facial tissues, define prepare. And pull out the corner of the very first one, roll it up and stick it in the cylinder. That's all you gotta do. So let's take a look at what they've got in here. The bottom comes off. They've got, this is how they look. They're kind of just smashed in there. Now, first of all, it's kind of hard to find a 50 count. So I found this one, which is 160. So I just pulled some out of there. So the one in question here, it's not nearly as long as the ones from the box. So I thought, easy enough, I'll just try one of these kind. These look smaller. It's not as long as those either. It's also still not as long. In both cases, it's about 1 inch shorter, so I'm not sure if I can even refill it. I guess if you can find the size, but right now the size doesn't seem like it's easy to find. I wonder if it happens if I just try to stick these in there. I don't think that's gonna work, but let's see. Look, I'm all the way to the end there and it's hanging out. So it's too long, it's not gonna work. So they say it's refillable, but you gotta find a size that fits, which I haven't been able to do. So I'm gonna say, unless you get lucky, they're not refillable. The third item I'm testing out is this is kind of an interesting steering wheel lock. It seems pretty popular online, so let's see how it works in my tests. All right, this is the car anti-theft lock. I paid 36 bucks for this. Now the claims that this keeps your vehicle safe with this unique steering wheel lock. They say it makes your car difficult or impossible to steer for thieves while preventing them from using the seatbelt. Made of braided steel wrapped with PVC. Fits most vehicles. Here they say it's easy to install. Some relatively simple instructions here. And it feels pretty heavy. So we shall see about that. This goes over your seatbelt and we got 3 keys here. People online who liked it said it's easy to install, easy to unlock with the provided keys. They also say it's noticeable from the outside to deter potential thieves. There were some relatively disturbing cons from people that said they had problems unlocking it, or that it's easy to cut with the wire cutters. I've got to admit, after buying this and reading some of the comments, I'm a little bit nervous to use this one. People were saying that it was getting stuck and they had to call a locksmith sometimes. It would actually disable their own car. So just out of abundance of caution, I want to first try it on something like this. This is like a fake buckle. It's actually a buckle extender, but in this case, I'm calling it a fake buckle. So let me stick it on here and see if it's going to come out. Okay, so we have our simulated buckle here, and it is snapped in place, and there's no way of, you cannot reach up in there and release that. So normally what you do is you'd actually put it this way. You'd actually kind of tie a knot around your steering wheel. Let's see if this actually unlocks now. Got our key here. It's not turning. Oh, there it goes. Wow, do I trust this in my car? And it kind of just jettisoned it out. It didn't really unlock it, it just pushed it out. Let me try one more time. Fake buckle. It feels kind of loose in there. I don't know about that. So we've got our key. That's kind of weird. But it does seem like the lock is working at least, so I think I feel comfortable enough going to my car. Kind of comfortable. But we're gonna try it. I'm gonna go in my car and see how it works. But I don't know, man. The idea that this could potentially disable your own car makes me kind of afraid to even try it out. But I'm gonna do it for this video. All right, so I tested this out on one of the seat belts in the back seat, just in case. If it's gonna get stuck, I'd rather get stuck back there than here. I'm just wondering if some of the people that had problems with theirs, maybe their seat belts just aren't as compatible with this as others are. So after locking it and unlocking it a few times in the back seat, I'm relatively confident that it's gonna work with my seat belts in the front seat. We shall see. If it gets stuck, I'm not gonna be happy. So the way this is supposed to work is you're supposed to loop it around your steering wheel, just like that. And once you got it looped like that, then all you have to do is just buckle it. There you go. Hopefully it unlocks. All right, we're locked. We are locked and loaded. It looks like this is as far as it's going to turn, just like that. So it looks like once it's in place, that's about as far as it turns. You could probably drive it on a straight road, but you couldn't really go around corners. I'm not gonna take a chance and try driving this anywhere, but it does seem like it somewhat disables the wheel. I think someone would probably not want to try to take a chance driving this around like this. Plus you can't put your seatbelt on. Not only would you get a ticket for a Grand Theft Auto, but for not wearing a seatbelt too. Now for the big test though. Let's try to unlock it and see what happens, because I'm a little bit nervous. No, because otherwise this is not coming off. You cannot access that. There's nothing you can do. Let's see how the keys work now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It was kind of awkward with one hand because I'm trying to hold the camera here, but it worked. Let me try one more time. Locked and loaded. It's not going anywhere. Steering wheel only turns part of the way. Grab our key here, and it's off. I mean, I was a little nervous using it, but it's actually pretty good now that I've tried it out. Will I continue to use it? I'm not sure, but I do think it works. Now, I'm no car thief, but let's see how easy this is to defeat. One thing I was noticing when it was plugged in earlier was that you can kind of see the buckle right there. You can almost put your finger in there. Now, every buckle is different, so yours may not apply here, but in this particular case, and in my car, I could see it. I wonder if you just pull out a screwdriver, what would happen? Because I'm thinking I can just push that buckle in right there and release it. Let's see. Oh, it was defeated with a simple screwdriver. Wow. Now, again, every buckle may not be the same, but in some cases it might be easy to defeat. And even though I was planning on potentially using this long term, someone in the comments were saying these were easy to cut open with some simple wire cutters. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Can I cut through this? Let's see. And oh, okay, these are The good news is that the person on Amazon said that simple handheld wire cutters did the job. I did not find that to be the case. This is still pretty well intact. Maybe bolt cutters would do it, but simple wire cutters will not do it. The final item I'm trying out was sent to my P.O. box unsolicited. It's called a Foldaway seat storage. Let's see how my test went. Let's take a look at the Zoom Foldaway seat storage. Now this one arrived randomly in my P.O. box. I know nothing about it, but I did find a listing on Amazon for it for about 23 bucks. Not much as far as the packaging goes, but the claims online say that it helps prevent items from falling off the seat, easy to install, anti-slip, good for purses, bags, laptops, food, groceries, and more. Also hides valuables after you exit your car. There's some pretty simple instructions. Oh wow, there it is. Okay, it's just a big black square right now. Now, people online who like this, a lot of people said it works as advertised, keeping items from falling onto the floor below. The only real con that I saw is someone said it does not work with car seat covers. All right, so installing this should be pretty straightforward. We got 2 anchors here. They're supposed to go, you're supposed to stuff them in the seat. Now, I had a seat cover on here. I had to take it off because this is blocked. You can't anchor it. So we'll have to work with this. So these anchors are just supposed to go straight in there, just like that. Now we have this hook that's supposed to go underneath the seat. I guess I can put it right there. Now we got this strap that goes under the seat. And now this is supposed to go in the glove box. Anchored in the glove box. Got the anchor down here. Got this around here. Got those there. It's pretty anchored. Right there is the final product. It looks pretty good. I mean, for what it is at least. It almost looks like a backward seat or something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a few things in my front seat with and without this and see what happens as I'm just driving around. So let me load it up. Let's try just the ball first to see what happens. Oh, it stopped it. It stopped it. Not bad. Let's switch out to something else now. So let's try a real world situation here now. We got a backpack with some top heavy groceries. Now, without this here, these would go toppling into the floor area if I hit my brakes. With it here, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, stopped it, no problem. Stopped it, no problem. Let me just try folding this down here. Or let's try it without that now and see what happens. Driving down the street. Got to hit my brakes. What's going to happen next? We shall see. And oh, there it goes. There it goes. There it went. So it does work. Now, when you're not using this, you can supposedly fold it down and just sit on it. It's not that uncomfortable, but it's not something that I'd probably leave in my car long term. Now let's recap these 4 products, shall we? Now, as far as the cup holder goes, it's kind of big, it's kind of bulky, but it's secure and it actually works quite well. So if you're someone that eats lunch in your car, that could be a good solution for you. Now, regarding the tissues, I thought that they worked well, but the only problem with those is that none of the tissues I found would fit in there as far as refilling it goes. If you can find tissues to refill it, it's probably a good deal. Now, as far as the steering wheel lock goes, I think it was too easy for me to defeat with a simple screwdriver. All I do is stick it in there and pop it out. Although it did withstand the handheld wire cutter, so I give it credit for that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep using it though. I'm kind of still on the fence about this one. And finally, as far as the foldaway seat storage goes, I think that's kind of also situational. If you're someone that always has stuff in your passenger seat, it could be a good deal. Now, they say you can fold down and sit on it when not in use, but I'm probably gonna put my seat covers back on there, which means I can't use it. But that's all I've got. If you've used any of these car gadgets, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.